Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. On play action, Wentz. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive. First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
This throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. In the red zone this time. They come out here in the I. First and goal here from the 9. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run it again with Hill. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And it's a fumble. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's found... And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and to keep...
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They go to Elliott again. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Shakes off the sack. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Wentz finding time. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Holding offense.
Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Austin's got it left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the wide out in motion.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our 1st half of play.
Well read.
Well, thank you. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
False start, offense. Still 1st down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, here's Hill. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys add on. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Let's go. The 290. 290.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Wentz now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Hill, the lone setback. Back to the air on second down. Wentz looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a first down following that long gain. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go again. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take a nut, looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys will look to keep the pressure on in the second half. The Eagles are vulnerable right now, coming off a rough game a week ago, and still not really finding a way to get back on track. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Eagles opening up.
All right. Hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustment. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Austin, the man in motion left. They'll They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. Look at the spin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. They set up the screen to Hill. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jeremy Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Jeremy Hill touchdown run. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. Their secondary, they have some things to sort out. They've given up 3 touchdowns. That last drive was basically all through the air.
No doubt about it. And what they're also hoping is to get their big guys up front going and give them a little cover with some pass rush. Right now, they're not getting that. The leverage battle being won by the offense, and that's really hurting the guys in the secondary. They're carving them right up.
I like that. The former DB making sure that the guys up front are responsible, too.
I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or anything, but maybe I just backed up over them, didn't I?
A little bit. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Hey, here we go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Wentz to throw again. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he coughed it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play,
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Hill. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Matthews has it right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wentz going to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.